himself if we're not going to put in the money. And I totally understand that from Elliot's point of view.
Same.
So we all
Yeah,
have
yeah.
to be able to get our bread up. And I just don't think it was the time. We have a lot of homies on vacation. We got a lot of homies that know how to make money in a quick way. They're just not around right now, which is okay. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we slow down a little bit. We reassess when everybody's here. I think to an extent, things will get easier because when there's multiple people who are able to make calls, work together, it's easier and it's not just on one person's shoulders, right? I know Stully doesn't want to be a shot caller. He was offered and denied it, but he's effectively the shot caller. Everybody looks up to him. Everybody respects his calls, his decisions. Am I right in that?
Still
Everybody
is
here
the
is a fan?
enforcer, isn't he?
Yeah.
He is,
Yeah.
but effectively, de facto shot caller. He's the highest rank when OGs aren't around, and even when OGs are around, when it comes to certain things, they look to him for the answer. And I'm sure we've all noticed that.
Yep.
So I feel like to an extent, we need to slow down a little bit. We need to get back to our roots. Elliot made a great point. I think we were all having a really good time hitting cashies, trying to progress through Kashi, Fleeka, Polito, and on the occasion we're able to. Wait, what'd you say?
I went downstairs and bought a cashy. So once this meeting's done,
My
whoever
dog.
wants to go, we're gonna go do that.
I'm down.
Yeah, I'm also down.
Buddy,
Okay,
Gary,
well-
if you
But yeah,
Oh,
let
go ahead.
us
Whoever wants
finish
to
this first.
yeah.
But yeah, good idea. See, that's what I'm talking about. Take some initiative. Thank you,
Facts.
Elliot.
Because then the way that'll balance out is you want to do a cashy, and then after the cashy, we're gonna have a huge encumbrance of fucking work because I've been ordering work enough to feed the fam and then some. We still have 3K sitting in there from the fucking secondary plug, and then we still have 900 sitting in there from Ballas, and I still have to turn around and leave this meeting and go pick up another 5 grand. So after
Speaking
you
of-
finish that cashy, we gotta lock down the block today.
I'm about that. Speaking of, you saw the 12 or 13K that was
Yes.
rolled in there, right?
Yep, I moved it downstairs.
Perfect. That's gang funds. That was me grabbing weed to clean bags and then putting everything I earned from the weed back in. So
Okay, bet.
that was 100% back to the gang. I just wanted to make sure somebody got that. I told Frankie, but then I'm pretty sure like 10 minutes later, Frankie went to sleep. So he was the only person with access. So
Yeah, nah, I got
Good.
it.
But yeah, ultimately, I think all of us are pretty much just like, we need to find our lane and stick to it. I mean, we can obviously keep doing business, keep doing our thing. But for the last couple, I would say maybe week to 10 days, it's pretty much just been like two people's shoulders that everything's on. And it needs to be all of us putting in work. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I got tickets to Split Side Saturday night. What's cracking? Wanna go?
I'll check. One sec.
I think it's just a little screaming on
That's
the
a
phone.
local, isn't it?
Yeah, I was
It's
gonna
a
say, I
local
think that's a
screaming on the
local screaming.
Motherfucker really wants you to know what's going on in his phone call. You feel
Yeah,
me?
back, it's back.
Nah, but I think we're at a good place, and I think when everybody gets back, I mean, my prediction is we still have had 5, 6, 7 people around on a daily basis. Sometimes at the same time, sometimes not. I think it's gonna be a green fucking world here in a couple of days. At least that's
Oh
what I
hell
hope.
yeah.
And when that
Oh, for
happens,
sure.
it's going to be so much easier for the set to progress because it's not going to be on one person's shoulders, two people's shoulders. The group just kind of, I don't know what it is about Stully. You made a point last night, Elliot, and he's around. More people are just inspired to get active, inspired to, whether it's follow him, do their own shit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know about y'all, but I fucking miss Luca.
Yeah, man, I miss them both, bro. I miss them both. I miss
I need
Yade
him with me
too.
on chops so I can pull some engines. Like,
Right.
I just gotta like rub his head or something and pop an engine out of a car. Like, that motherfucker. I miss him.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, nah, last
So
time we was chopping together, I literally sat in his passenger, just manifested, Luca, you're about to pull an engine, and he pulled an
yeah,
engine. And then he, like, as soon as that finished, he's like, I got another chop. I said, let's go do it. You're gonna get another engine. He was like, you think so? I said, you gotta count your blessings before you go on vacation. Sure shit, he pulled another fucking engine. So I'm with you there, bro. I don't know what it is about that nigga, if he's like the engine enigma genie
yeah.
or some shit, bro, but being around that nigga, you
I've
get
never
shit
seen
done
a
chopping.
single person pull so many fucking engines in a single time. And here's the thing, in the bigger picture stuff, the amount of people I have who call me in a day because I'm always in the limit list are like, man, there's always a bunch of you guys around. What the fuck is going on? Like people, other gangs and other
Are
people
noticing.
are recognizing that shit that we are around. We're out doing shit. We've had people pull up on the block and like, y'all are fucking
What are
deep.
y'all
I
doing
didn't
about
know that.
liability
It's like
though?
more and more
We're
people are
still
realizing
we're
that
trying to figure that part
we're
out. We'll
around,
figure the rest of
we're
that
doing
out
shit.
later. We got to talk
We're getting
to one of
stuff
the
done.
OGs about it because Brick put them
So yeah,
on, so we can't just
we gotta
kind
keep
of
doing it.
dismiss that,
And we
right?
just I think we gotta do, like I said, like Sully said, and I talked to him last night. We got away from kind of the organized group stuff this last little bit of a week, but I want to try and get some more stuff together for the hangarounds. I'm gonna be doing a hangaround meeting at some point today, hopefully. If not today, I'm gonna put something in the email chain and try and get everyone together at a time that we can all just go over some stuff. I'd like to do them weekly. Talk about the previous week and then expectations for this next week.
Oh yeah,
But obviously we don't have. I mean, it's Marty and me right now, so
yeah, yeah. I think Evan
ideally,
should be returning. I spoke to Evan a little bit. He took a trip to San Fierro this past weekend, so he should be returning. If not today, then tomorrow. He said.
okay, cool. Um,
I do want to make
I want to
one
get back to
point.
those hanging heists.
Yes, I think that's an amazing thing. The fact that you can drive, you're teaching other people how to do shit, giving Marty and other people chances to hack. I think
Hell
that's
yeah.
fucking awesome. I do want to make one point about that though. I've been involved uh, just in constant communication with a lot of different groups this last week, trying to expand our business, trying to start new business, all that type of shit. I want to make one point so that everybody's clear. Elliot's 100% right. They are noticing other groups, the police, pretty much everybody around the city is noticing how active we've been. Now, that's positive on almost every extent, you could say. The only negative to that is the bigger we grow, the bigger fish we become,
Yep.
the sharks will start swimming in the same water.
Yep, when they smell blood in the water, and right now there's not blood in the water, but it looks like, we look like some minnows instead of some big bass.
Yeah, I mean, we've had Manor coming around, which, again, some of that was SBS, some of that wasn't. We've had other groups, the Strays, starting to, when they see green cars, think they can counter whatever it is. We've had other people call me and be like, yo, so y'all think y'all the big dogs now. So nothing pressing, right? I'm not saying tomorrow or the next day it could happen, but just don't be surprised here in the near future if either one of the top dogs or somebody in our swimming pool decides, it's that time. So just always be prepared. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, everybody here is pretty fucking smart. Nobody here is out talking about this is another thing about Buddy I don't like. I had to explain to him once he got the revolver in his hand because he was talking about sticking people up when he was blacked out, which I don't necessarily disagree with. If you're blacked out, you want to catch a lick, catch a lick. Don't bring it back to the set, and also understand your role. There's three people pointing guns at you. You're not Rambo. You know what I'm saying? Obviously,
Exactly.
everybody here understands that. But
Yeah,
just for some of the hangarounds who are newer to the city, you know, losing your life over a 40K gun is not worth it. When we can make that 40K back in no time and we could get our get back in a different way.
literally.
And I'm gonna say something about being blacked out. Sometimes that works. Sometimes that backfires though, and if they end up, getting the best of you, maybe you think you have the upper hand and you didn't. Guess what?
That shit
they're
still
gonna
blows
figure
back
out
on the
who
set.
you are
Exactly.
very quickly,
Very quick.
because you don't have a choice in the matter, and then it comes back to us anyways. So
100%.
you know, be smart about it, but also like a lot of gangs have shown us enough courtesy and respect. You know, they'll when they come up to me to try and they're looking for hostages and stuff, they show the respect, you know, to me, and I'm sure they have to others, that they don't grab us. Say, you know, and I know we try to show the same respect. It is a mutual respect thing. If we can avoid it, I personally don't like blacking out and just going and robbing people. That's not a me thing. I don't like it. I think it's kind of just shitty to do. Unless they've done something to you personally,
Exactly.
then all is fair in love and war. You know, like Sully mentioned, there was some SBS shit with Manor. I fucking shot. They shot me. I shotgunned them. You know, we put their car in the dam. All is said. Like, it doesn't always
Speaking
need
of
to
the
be
manor,
cringe.
you don't have any product right now, do you?
Yeah, I'm sitting on like 33 or some shit, but tell him he's gonna have to sit because we're in a fucking meeting, bro. Because they'll do the
Okay,
same thing
okay.
anytime we
Yeah.
call them, bro.
I was literally
Actually,
about to
who's
tell
that,
him.
James?
Yeah, it's fucking James.
All right, I'll call him real quick.
You know, so as far as blacking out goes, I just wouldn't do it because, like I said, you might
Yes.
think you have the upper hand and you don't, and they're gonna find out who you are, and it's gonna come back to us. So
And see, for me, I'm not going out of my way to do it. There's too many ways to make money to risk
that's just
going to
Literally.
somebody when just
for
like you
pocket
said,
change.
somebody
That
might have their
ass.
gun on their lap, somebody might have a secondary person behind you that you're not able to see because you don't
Oh,
have
there
eyes
goes
in the back of
Marty.
your head. Like there's a lot of risk to it. And so
I
I
mean,
personally I told him I'm not going to do it. But, at the same time, I really just agree with you. There's not even but at the same time. I agree with you
it
like
yeah.
wholeheartedly.
The reality is, you know, about the gun in the lap thing. We have done 2 heists since I've been a part of GSF that the people going to grab the hostage has been shot by the hostage. Now,
Marty
one of those
down.
times is kind of but that doesn't change the fact that
Yeah, it definitely made me
people
tighten up.
just have their gun on them. Like, and
Exactly.
sometimes you don't
We're gonna
realize
need a new Marty.
it's
New
in
Marty
their
on aisle
fucking hand.
10.
You're not paying attention for it.
Yeah.
Really, and I don't go around looking at everyone's hand to see do they have a gun or not. So
Yeah.
you know, it's just black. Where'd Marty go?
I
He
think
passed out.
aliens. I think
Oh,
aliens.
okay. You know, so
Yeah.
well, shit. I don't need to tell you guys this. You got all 3 of you fucking know this already.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
No, 100%. 100%. And I mean, it is something that needed to be said to me because I needed to tighten up. Not necessarily that I didn't have the gun on him the whole time, just that apparently I needed to put him in the trunk with the gun to the side of his head and yeah,
Yeah, well,
there's just some different
shit happens.
situations. Yeah, there's just some, but it made
Shit
me
happens.
tighten up when I'm grabbing regardless of how it happened or what happened. I still needed to tighten up. So I'm glad it happened the way it did, so that I could tighten up. Sometimes you got to take those hard L's to learn a real lesson. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna need you to stop saying you need to tighten up because there's so many jokes that I'm just leaving alone right now.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I had my goulash last night. I might need to tighten up.
Hey, all right. We're gonna conclude this meeting.
Anyway,
we got
yeah,
a cashy that's right. Well, I gotta wait for Marty to come back anyways. But
Yeah, gotta wait for Marty, and I gotta do this. I gotta make this pickup.
yeah. If I'll go with you. Make sure you're good. Let me call Ava back because they also want us to pick up Oxy. I increased our
Yeah,
order
I
to
saw.
150.
Okay, bet.
So we're not
Yeah,
gonna have a problem going forward with how much we have.
as far as their moonshine, I wanted to make a very valid point. They need to be selling us fresh moonshine because
Yeah.
we're running into an issue where we're only able to utilize half that batch unless we go crazy and just run moonshine as soon as we get it. And I'm not. I'm off my drill sergeant tip. Like I'm not gonna. All right, we just bought this moonshine. Everybody get to the fucking moonshine guy. Like that wasn't
Yeah.
the purpose of it. And two, I was hold on. And two,
it,
Elliot's also building an infrastructure for moonshine. So at a certain point, we're not gonna fucking need that. Elliot's already ran the numbers, and if we help him with the stills, which at this point there are 5 of us who can get him stills, we can make what you said, like 5 to 10 mil a month.
10, yeah, 10 mil is the absolute, like,